Fuck it, fuck everybody, kiss our ass. And you with it, nigga, come and get it. Nigga.
That's my nigga, man.
Yankee.
That's my nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in Base 6, man, we all the same, my nigga.
You say you getting money, what the fuck is on your wrist? Bitch, I don't love these hoes, you ain't fucking on my bitch. I heard them say they trapping motherfuckers don't exist. Yo, bitch say I'm a dog, well if fucking dog, I'm lit. I'm lit, I'm lit. Said fucking dog, I'm lit. I'm lit, I'm lit. Said fucking dog, I'm lit.
What it is, PState prop, man. You know, I mean, to give you a rundown, man, this shit really came from a deep place, bro. Like, man, I've been doing music since I was probably like 8, but I really took that shit serious when I was probably like 13, 12 or something. Like, I'm gonna tell you what happened, bro. Like, this shit, wild shit. Like, okay, so for Christmas, like my 12th or my 11th, it was probably my 12th Christmas, my mother bought me a stereo, right? So back then, you got 103.9, you got 101.7 Kiss FM, you got like 98.9. And at the time, OC 104 was hot. 101.7 was hot, but it was hard to get where I was at. So like, it was hard, like you would get that joint at night. You know how that shit be with the reception or whatever. So I got the antenna up at night. So I'm like, damn. I'm listening to music, I'm listening. And like, mind you, as a child, a nigga been doing that shit since I was like 4 years old. I've been around music, church. My grandmother had me in church, you know, cause I was bad as shit and I needed it, you know what I'm saying? And man, I was in the choir, you know, like little shit, like not nothing heavy, like I was too shy anyway. I was just doing it for, you know, it kept me out of trouble, kept me from running around the church, all that shit. So like I didn't know it was really in me though. So my grandmother, she got a piano at the crib. You know, I'm a 4-year-old watching my grandma play shit and she not even looking at the damn piano. I'm like, how the fuck she do that? You know, so I'm like, damn, I don't see no books or nothing. So like, just to fast forward real quick, after she had passed, I came to have found out that she played music by ear. I'm playing music by ear, I'm listening to these songs on the radio, and I'm saying to myself like, damn, I could do that. Like, it's crazy, like that's how it all started. I said to myself, yo, I could make them joints on the radio. I'm 12 years old, and my shit is trash. I mean, trash. You know your first joint's trash, like, but I'm like, yo, I can do this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know it took everything it took to be an artist, like a complete artist, but you know, through all the mistakes and all that shit that I made in my life, I came to, you know what I mean, figure out everything I need to figure out, you know, so like, now I'm at like 14 and I'm in middle school, I'm writing, you know what I'm saying? We had this joint called freestyle.com. I don't know if you remember that joint, bro, but we had this joint, it was called freestyle.com. We in middle school, we in computer class, we on that bitch, and all you could do was write rhymes, bro. It was crazy. You ain't have no beat, you would just write bars down that joint, bro. And like, niggas was so inclined with the lyricism that you could read a nigga shit and be like, oh, he killed that shit. You could read a nigga shit and be like, oh, that nigga some poop, or you know, like, damn, that shit alright. But then you put your shit up there, and like, it was almost like, it was like a Facebook for rappers, bro. It was called freestyle.com, bro, and like all my niggas in there, we would all be on that computer jump, writing joints. We like, yo, look at my little man. What's up, Neff? My little Neff, yeah, little Levi. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, a nigga out here, you know, like, writing, we in the class, writing, whatever, what have you. So while we in the class, I'm like, yo, man, let's come on, we might as well start doing this shit to beats. So if I know it, we at beats, bro. So next thing you know, like, I'm out of school. I come to Hurlock. When I come to Hurlock, I meet my man, Sean. Shout out to Epic, man, Sean Bridges, that's my guy, that's my dog. You know, I meet Sean, man, and he already got some music shit going. So I'm like, shit, it's my first studio, bro. Like, I come in there and I'm just giving raw. I ain't got no cut on it. I don't know how to cut this shit yet. So I'm giving it to him raw. Like, they like, yo, you killed that shit. You killed that shit. Hey, yo, man, that nigga proper, yo. Like, that nigga shit proper. And that was like, that was how I got my name, you know? So still then, I'm not taking it serious. I'm just like, nigga saying I'm that. I still got work to do, you feel me? So fast forward, I meet a nigga named DJ Stash. Shout out DJ Stash. He picked me up from the little joints I was doing when I was, you know, fucking with my man Sean. So when I holler at DJ Stash, like he got better quality, and that's all I kept knowing was that in order to make these joints how you want them, that shit really take better quality, bro. Like, that's what it's about, bro. Like, this shit about quality, like, and I used to be like, they would be like, oh, nah, it's a nigga hustle. Nah, nigga not just hustling trash cause you think it, he not hustling trash against what you think, like he know what he got. That's why like when Gucci came, niggas ain't like that, nigga. Niggas had to get used to Gucci, you know what I'm saying? Jeezy came, they wasn't ready for that shit. Niggas not used to the feds knowing they business or them talking about what they got going on, so it was like them niggas knew what they had. They knew that they were game changers, you feel me? So it was like, all my moves, I was always like, yo, I'm gonna be a game changer. So as I'm with Stash, I got me and my man Ani Leo. Shout out Big Spitter. Like that was our group. We was tag team like Proper and Spitter. You know, had a group called Locksburg, and I was still maintaining the name. I was still repping the gang as I would go up the ladder. Regardless of how niggas felt around me, I always knew that I could make it, bro. And once I got the Stash, and I started fucking hearing myself on better quality, I was like, oh yeah, I can do this shit. Then after that, through Stash, I bumped into my man's Sean, R.I.P. Rashawn. You know what I'm saying? Sean had to deal with Big East. You know what I'm saying? He had to deal with Big East, so he see me and bro, and he like, yo, I ain't even gonna lie, yo, this is what happened. So, you know, one night we in the whip, whatever. So my mans tell yo, like, you know what I'm saying, like yo talking some shit. He like, yeah, I can do that. So yo like, nigga, I could be giving you that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, yo, like, out the blue, the nigga don't fuck with yo. This, like, I don't understand all this. I don't know why the fuck he on that like that. Cause like, nigga giving me the impression they is who they is. I ain't got time to be finding out what niggas is. You got to cross me before I figure that shit out. That's how fast I was moving. So like, then, you know, Sean was like, yo, you different, yo. He was like, yo, I could polish your skill, yo. Like, I could really, yo, all you gotta do is learn how to make songs, bro. Like, you got the bars. All you need to learn about is how to make songs, how and what to do. And this is 2005. Guess how old I was? Fucking like 21. I was 21, like, nigga. So you know what's going on. So like, I'm 21, bro. Nigga take me out on the road. Bro, we in fucking Miami. We in Charlotte. Like, I lived in Charlotte for like 2 years. We in Miami. I was down Miami for like 30 days. It was recording. But when I was in Atlanta, I was down in Atlanta for like 2 weeks. We was right next to Clark, Atlanta. Like, the studio we went to was, no, the hotel we was staying at, or motel, whichever one it was right next to Clark, Atlanta. So like, nigga, every time I look out the door, like in the morning before I go to the studio, man, I see all these motherfucking bitches running through the parking lot. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? He was like, yo, I was like, yo, every day I see all these bitches running through the parking lot. What the fuck? He was like, yo, this joint on the campus for real. So I was like, damn. He was like, yeah, that's Clark, Atlanta. So I'm like, damn. So he like, yeah, man, that's where you at, bro. Like, this was going on. Like, you really out here, man. So he took me to the studio, man. And I would just go places. I would just crack shit, bro. I would crack shit. Nigga would put me on joints. Like, I was cracking shit in Charlotte. I was cracking shit in Charlotte when J. Cole was battling for the spot in Fayetteville. Cause you had J. Cole and niggas, he correct me if I'm lying. Like, you had J. Cole, but then you had a nigga called Fed Nam. Niggas, like, nigga, it was nigga named Fed Nam. Like, big dark skinned nigga, husky nigga. He was that though. Then they had this white boy. I forgot his name, but he had this song. He was fucking with the ex-Panther nigga, Reggie. And I bumped into them niggas and the white boy, he had this song called like Cooler Than a Polar Bear Toenail. And I was like, yo, they on some pimp shit. So I'm like, I'm straight up like, oh, these niggas corny. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm jumping on tracks. And like, when a nigga shoot the shit out to a nigga, they like, yo, man, yo talking about like, he ain't trying to get on that joint, or he ain't, like, I would write a track for a nigga and he be like, yo, that shit ain't good enough, you feel me? So I'm like, damn. you know, at the end of the day, like these niggas these niggas, you know what I'm saying, they really like professionals. So I'm like, damn, they saying they don't want to get on, so I'm fucked up. Yo, I got this nigga, yo, on everything I love. Nigga named Soul. I swear, Soul out there, I hope he see this shit, bro. That was my nigga. Soul was like, bro, if he said that about you, like that nigga hating, cause nigga, I hear that shit and I love that shit. And everything you done jumped on, you done smacked that shit. So I'm like, damn. So why the fuck is these niggas like that? I was like, why would they hate if they already inspired? It's like, yo, some people can see the future, my nigga. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, niggas know if you get in their spot, if whoever dealing with them get a whiff of you, they might not need them no more. And I was like, damn, that's fair. So long story short, I didn't even know that my mans was funding that shit. I thought it was some Big E shit. I'm thinking I'm tied into a label. I'm doing shows and all that. Whole time it's out the strength of my man off his pocket. So one day the nigga like, yo, man, this shit dead. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, this 05. And my producer, engineer, Fats, that was my next level of quality. This nigga, Cadillac Fatsy from New Jersey, but he repped Charlotte. He got a sister that I had met, man. She was a lawyer for the Pentagon, real good woman, bro. And like, Cadillac was genuine, bro. Like, he was a party dude. He was genuine. Like, it was like this. You could see him with some shit and you wouldn't be like, yo, he get high. Like, you know that he just stimulating himself for, you know, the work he got. Cause he dealing with motherfuckers all day. The nigga's studio never closed. He found time to record me. And he found time to record all these, man, I met all the niggas in Charlotte at that time. You know, J. Cole, he probably was in college. I think he was in college when I was down that jump. You know what I'm saying? Cause I had just graduated like 3 years before. You know, so bro, I'm thinking I'm ready to win. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to win, yo. I'm out this bitch, I'm out Charlotte, they love me. It was a girl out there. What was her name? Man, bro, like, I was out there in the mix, like, and then, like, bro had that situation, and he was just like, yo, man, shit, it's too much bread going out. Not enough bread coming back. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, yo, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? So he like, yo, I'm the only one kicking out. He was like, yo, this shit dead. And I was like, damn, that was how I found out. I found out the hard way that I wasn't involved in no record deal situation. And I thought I was. Like, I'm telling my niggas all that shit. Like, I thought I was on tour, you feel me? Like, so come to find out, you know, like, bro was doing that, so he went back, yo. Like, we went back home. We tried to hit the road and tried to do some things across the bridge again, but that shit had failed. You know what I'm saying? Failed miserably. We had brought Yo up here from North Carolina. And the addiction and shit took control. And that shit took over. And when he cut that shit, bro, you talking about sick. Nigga, I quit rapping for like 5-6 years. Like, I really quit. Like, I came back in like 2009 with some shit. And then I came again, I had met the Piff Boys. You know what I'm saying? I had met the Piff Boys. And shout out to Piff Boys, man. At that time, it was my nigga Paul, what they call him, Alias, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Trig, we call him Trig, you know, Fat Paul, whatever. You know, shout out to bro. Freak Dollars, Jers, you had Griff Grimy, C-Mac, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think Rocky, E-Ross Stewart, and I think the other Rocky, Carlton Hughes, was in that jump too. Agent Coverdale, I forgot these niggas' names, but this is what they go by. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm in that joint and I'm like, damn, yo, like, I'm here, I'm with the quality, but I ain't getting the exposure because, you know, they had Mac. Like, Mac had just dropped his joint, his first joint that I recall, and then Jers and Freak was dropping. Freak was already, he had his own thing. So Freak was dropping, Mac dropped, and they was going with Jers. And then after Jers, I was next. And then they went down. You know, like some shit happened. I don't know what it is. I can't say what it is. All I know is, you know what I'm saying, the feds ran in there and shut that shit down. So, you know, that's another like 3 years I'm not rapping. So then I meet this nigga named Jock. Jock was he was a legend back in the day because he had ran with Bop you know what I'm saying, when Bop had that baseball deal, he had got that 50 million, he's tried to get into the rap game. And he, you know what I mean, Jock was his artist, you know what I'm saying? And like everybody was, you know, looking up to bro. So when I bumped into him, I'm like, shit, he an OG of this junk. So he know everything that I'm probably looking for. So I definitely fuck with bro, and you know, like we had a real, you know, we had a real bond. Like we still got love, but like, you know, when you move on, like you grow apart from the things you no longer do. And it's not like I don't fuck with a nigga, it's just that shit don't fit where I'm going.